This question is a trap. Police officers across the country are using clever psychological tricks, not brute force, to get inside your vehicle, your bag, or even your phone. But here's the part most people miss. You don't need to be guilty of anything for these tricks to ruin your life. All it takes is one wrong answer, one confused moment, one small mistake, and suddenly you've legally given up your rights. In this video, we're breaking down 5 of the most common and dangerous consent tricks cops use to get around the Fourth Amendment and how to shut them down before it's too late. This video could protect you from being tricked, searched, or worse. Trick 1. The "you don't mind" trap. This one sounds harmless, but it's one of the most deceptive tricks in the police playbook. The officer leans in and casually says, "You don't mind if I search your car, right?" Now, think about that question for a second. It's not actually a request. It's a trap packed with confusing double negatives. And here's how people fall into it. If you say yes, thinking you're saying "yes, I mind," the cop hears "yes, I consent." If you say no, thinking you're refusing, they take it as "no, I don't mind, go ahead." You just accidentally gave permission, and once you do, anything they find is fair game in court. How to shut this down immediately? Don't play their word game. Look them straight in the eye and say, "I do not consent to any searches. Am I free to leave?" That one sentence slams the door shut. It resets the power dynamic and puts the burden back on them where it belongs. This trick is all about confusion. Your weapon is clarity. Trick 2. The "if you've got nothing to hide" setup. This one plays on your instincts and your fear of looking guilty when you're not. It starts with a calm, innocent-sounding question. Do you have anything illegal in the car? You answer confidently, "No, of course not." Then comes the trap. "Then you won't mind if I take a look, right?" Boom. They just flipped your own words against you. Because if you refuse now, it suddenly looks suspicious, like you're hiding something. But here's the truth. Most people don't know. You don't have to prove your innocence. You don't have to consent to a search just because you're clean. Cops are trained to make you feel like saying no equals guilt. But in reality, saying no is exercising your constitutional right. How to shut this down immediately? Say this word for word. "I do not consent to any searches, and I don't wish to answer any more questions without a lawyer." Or even simpler, "I'd like to remain silent." Don't explain. Don't defend. Just stand firm. This trick works because people don't want to seem rude. But the truth is, your freedom is more important than their feelings. Trick 3. The quick look. Consent trap. It always starts the same way. "Mind if I take a quick look? Just want to peek inside real fast." Sounds casual, even friendly. But that phrase, "quick look," is dangerous. It has no legal definition, no time limit, no clear boundary. Here's what that so-called peek can turn into. A 30-minute vehicle search. Backpacks opened, glove box rifled through, luggage and containers unzipped. And in many states, once you say yes, even casually, it's game over. Courts often treat that as full consent, even if the officer goes far beyond what you imagined. What to say instead? Stay calm and assertive. Look them in the eye and say, "No, thank you. I do not consent to any searches." You don't need to justify it. You don't need to be rude. Just be firm. Remember, a quick look is never just a quick look. Trick 4. The warrant bluff. This one is pure psychological warfare. The officer says, "If you don't let me search, I'll just get a warrant anyway." It's meant to scare you, make you feel like it's pointless to say no, but here's the truth. They might not have probable cause for a warrant. They might not even try to get one. And some courts have ruled that this kind of threat is coercive and potentially illegal. The trick here is making you believe resistance is useless, so you give in. What to say instead? Keep your tone respectful and clear. "If you believe you have probable cause, please get a warrant. I do not consent to any searches." That sentence protects your rights and keeps your future defense strong, no matter what happens next. Trick 5. When orders hide as consent. This final trick is subtle, powerful, and used more often than you think. It plays on confidence, posture, and the illusion of legal authority. The officer doesn't politely ask for permission to search your car. Instead, they deliver a bold statement with zero hesitation. "I'm going to search your vehicle now." Not "can I?" or "do you mind?" Just "I'm going to." And in that moment, most people freeze. They think it's already been decided by law. They feel like saying no would be disobeying. Some even take it as a cue to open the door or trunk. Here's where it becomes dangerous. The courts often treat your nonverbal cooperation like stepping aside, unlocking a door, or saying "okay" as implied consent. And if that happens, anything the officer finds could become legally admissible even if they had no legal right to search in the first place. So now you know the truth. Those 5 simple tricks cops use, they're not random. They're strategic, they're polished, and they're designed to put you in a legal trap before you even realize what's happening. But here's the bottom line. The moment you carry a firearm, legally or not, the rules change for you. Every word you say can now carry the weight of law, and every mistake you make can cost you your freedom, your rights, and your future. That's why I make these videos, because no gun owner should have to go through life hoping they don't screw up during a traffic stop. You deserve to understand the law, you deserve to stay protected, and you deserve a channel that tells you the truth without the fluff, the fear-mongering, or the politics. So here's what I want you to do. Hit like if you learned something you didn't know. Subscribe to our channel so you're always one step ahead of the system. And drop a comment below. Have you ever fallen for one of these tricks? Did you let them search? Say too much? Or maybe you stayed silent and walked away clean. Either way, this community is for you. Gun owners, law-abiding citizens, patriots, we're stronger when we're informed. Stay smart, stay calm, and above all, stay free. We'll see you in the next one.